it's okay with Giantine. Actually, we should probably not do that because it's 5 of. Okay, Kalidasi, you've escaped.
I've escaped that with that high note.
It's well within my range. It's well within my range,
Yeah.
but it's scary.
It's the, and it's also the leap.
Om Devi Prasanna Madane Karunavatare Dibbajalo Dutimai Trijagad Janitri Kalyana Bara Bhayodana Shile Matar Viraj Satatam Mamarit Saroji Brahmasarupini Shive Shubhade Sharanye Chaitanya Daini Bhavam Buddhipata Netri Shanti Prade Subhimale Shakalarti Nashe Matar Viraja Satatan Mama Hit Saroji Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. O Goddess, with the gracious smile, O incarnation of compassion, you shine with divine glow. O Mother of the three worlds, you take care of our welfare and remove our fear. O Mother, dwell forever in the lotus of my heart. O embodiment of Brahman, most beautiful and auspicious one, our refuge, you grant spiritual awakening and take us across the ocean of this world. You are purity itself, the granter of peace and the destroyer of misery. O Mother, dwell forever in the lotus of my heart. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, peace be unto us all. So today our topic is worship of Shakti, the Divine Mother. It is the time of Mother worship, so we have to contemplate on that aspect which rules the whole universe. That Shakti, that power behind everything what we see, what we feel, what we experience, is the Shakti, power. In the Chandi, it is said that Mother is worshipped as, say, Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samastita. As Mother, that Devi, that Divine Mother, who resides in every being in the form of power or energy. That I salute that Mother, salute that Mother. Actually we do that. Wherever there is some glory, there is some manifestation of power, whether it is physical level, or it is in material level, physical level, intellectual level, ego level, wherever greater manifestation, there we bow down and surrender. That is the nature. The whole world worships power, Shakti. And that Shakti is everywhere. If we look at any particle of dust in the earth even, there is infinite Shakti, infinite power in a dust particle. If we look at the crawling worm, the power which makes it animate, it is animating, it is moving. It is the power of that Shakti. If we look at the subatomic level, the energy, that is the power. There is a power. We cannot think of anything in the universe if we look at the nature. A little small seed, tremendous energy and power is there. When we see that we put for our morning breakfast, we bring some seeds, sprouted seeds. It is just did something last night and we put into the water. And in the morning we find that it is broken the outer coating and there's some energy is coming out. And where is that? Where was this? It is not that at a particular moment it entered into that raw seed. It is there constantly, potent. So if we look at a small sparrow, how much energy is behind that sparrow's movement, is singing, and all this. Anywhere, even a small ant moving, the energy behind that, where is that Shakti? It is the same Shakti, and the whole world is permeated with that Shakti. Shakti means that which makes the unmoving moving, and that moving, moving, and unmanifest manifest, and manifest in diverse ways. The whole creation is permeated with that, whether it is good or bad. It is the power of the Shakti. And that's why it's called the Mahashakti. We worship God as Mother, we call Mahashakti, Mahamaya. Maya means delusion. But it is not delusion in that sense. We see that it is the power. Delusion means something which is not true and confusing. In the Vedantic perspective, we sometimes say that, because ultimately they are not true, because they change. But from this perspective of Shakti, it is a reality. It is not like Brahman and Maya. Maya is just false. Maya does not exist. But in Shakta school of thought, Maya is there, was there, will be there. As Brahman is there, Brahman will be there, and it was there. Similarly, Shakti is a power which is there with Brahman before, now, and after. So this is the Shakti, as it is Shakti permeates everywhere. If we worship Shakti unknowingly. In the material world, a very raw, ordinary person, not knowing anything of spirituality or thinking of anything of science or anything, everyone will find that he is adoring where there is a power manifested. In a wrestler, big wrestler, a huge wrestler, before him, if someone goes, yes, he respects his strength manifested to the muscle. Some intellectual person, say a writer, say this year's Nobel laureate, those who got chemistry in chemistry and in physics and other subjects, we respect them. What? They have manifested their energy in the intellectual level, pursuing things into deeper realm, and found out something which was hidden, and they manifested that intellectual ability to probe into the so-called mundane thing in the world. So we find that a person, we respect all the poets, artists, writers. In every phase of life, unconsciously we worship a person of strength. Maybe powerful person manifesting in a positive way or in the negative way. In negative way, we get fearful. We try to run away from that person. But when it is pleasing and good, then we adore and bow down our head. So this manifestation in human personality to the subhuman, even the COVID, as I say, there is a tremendous energy. See, whole world is shaken by that power. But that power may not be, I don't like, we don't like, because it is destructive, but it is the power. And that power belongs to whom? The same power. It is the divine power. Spiritual people will say, materialistic people will say it is the energy. All the same energy in the macrocosm and in the microcosm. In the huge galaxies and stars and billions and trillions of galaxies. What a tremendous energy. Could we comprehend of anything of it? Its massive existence and its manifestation and what is going on and how much Even the greatest scientists have got a glimpse of that. So there is a power. We look anywhere. There's a new vision. Thinking of the divine power, forget about divine power. If we are open with our eyes, we'll be startled to see that this whole world is pulsating in the realm of power only. Low key, high key. A very little manifestation to the highest manifestation of, and highest manifestation is the spiritual manifestation where one can understand this, realize this, and get tuned to that. That is the purpose of worship of Shakti. Shakti worship means you become that power. That's why we find that there are sadhakas or the spiritual aspirants who tune themselves to the cosmic power. They become powerful. Thinking of power, they become powerful. Thinking about Shakti everywhere, they see Shakti. Ramakrishna used to see Mother everywhere. A term is different, spiritual name, Mother, and nothing but Mother. In the ugliest thing to the holiest of the holy. In the most mundane to the most sacred. Everywhere Ramakrishna used to see the Mother's play. And that Mother is the Shakti. So Shakti is a very powerful thing, and this Swami Sarvadevananda, in his book he has written that this jada, this matter, and chetan, this consciousness, they are same power, but it is hidden somewhere, or somewhere manifested, and that we should adore that power wherever it is manifested. That's why Sri Ramakrishna, we find the uniqueness of Sri Ramakrishna. He is going and saluting Mother Kali in the temple and getting intoxicated. I understand that. But he is going to the streets of Calcutta and going through a bad area and looking at the prostitutes. He is equally getting saluting each one of them. Oh, Mother, you are here in this form. And there also he goes to ecstasy. That is the point. Shakti Upasana, the power, the worship of Shakti can lead us to that level. In ancient time, we know that in the Devi Suktam was it comprised of 8 hymns there, and it was first visioned by the lady called Bak. Her name was Bak Devi. And she was the daughter of the great saint. Her father's name was Ambrin sage. Anyhow, these are Sanskrit names. Say X. But it is Bak Devi. What she did? She was a daughter of a sage, a saintly person, and a nice daughter. And she identified with seeing this Shakti and contemplating on that, and then expressed what she felt. And that is called the Devi Suktam. It is a part of the Rig Veda, as old as that. And this Ambrin daughter, which is Bak Devi, she said that I is identifying with the whole cosmos. How? She says, I am the Rudras. Rudra means that form of divine which makes us cry. Shiva is one. Shiva's another form is Rudra. Rudra means is Rodana. As it sheds tear. We become, in our life, we feel frightened, and that power, though for the good, maybe for our destruction of our evil. So there are, in Hindu mythology, there are 11 such Rudras. And he said, the Rudras, they are who? My power. I identify. It comes from me. Oh my God, one ordinary lady, a daughter of a saint, and she says, I am the controller of the Rudra. They came from me. Rudra, the Basu, the 8 Basus. The Adityas, the sun is one sun, but there are others also. There are 12 such numbers. And Vishwadeva, the 28 or 13 numbers of them are by my diverse manifestation. It is I have become, it's me. That means she has identified herself into the cosmic energy, cosmic power, that is Shakti, which we lovingly call Mother. That's why Mother worship is important. It is the worship of power, worship of tremendous energy, which generates this whole universe. Brahman does not do anything, cannot do anything. But it is the Shakti, the whole world is the manifestation. So in me are present Mitra, Varuna, Indra, Agni and other, and the twin Ashwini Kumar. What are these? These are manifestation of Mitra, Varuna. Varuna is, the god of rain. There are Indra, the god of all the gods. So those, and Agni, the fire god, they are only my manifestation. It has come out of me. So that cosmic energy with which that Bhagdevi identified and expressed here in this beautiful hymn, that I am the controller. From me originates these Rudras, these Vasus, these Adityas, these Vishwadevas, and all these powerful devatas, Agni, fire, rain, it is all coming out of me. I am the source of them. Aham Soma Sam Sang Vibhami. In me are present Soma Deva, the presiding deity of the Soma Rasa. Hinduism developed this idea that everywhere anything is there, there is a presiding deity. There may be 10 people who think that this Santa Barbara, he is the boss. Is it not? There will be mayor will think that I am the boss, police officer will think that I am the boss. It's a territorial, no? And that's called the Abhimani Devata. It's very difficult to understand the idea. When we talk about gods, and so many gods are ruling us, how they do, we can see our day-to-day life in our society, how we are functioning. We are the people. We don't think that we are the underbody anybody. But this jurisdiction, law and other things will be one person who feels I am responsible for that. One is for education. It's all the schools, district schools, that there is someone who is the top. He feels it's my jurisdiction. It is Santa Barbara County, it is another county, it is another county. And all over, this is the county top. He thinks that he is the total education in charge of the whole US. No? So these are called Abhimani Devatas. Similarly, these are the divine entities considered, the energy concentrated, whom we give a beautiful name, the Mother. In me, Bhakdevi is talking, in me is this presiding deity of the Soma Rasa. The power, the slayer of all enemies, in me is that power. And manufacturer of divine weapons, that power comes from me. So those who are trying to kill other people, that instruments, so that energy comes from her. So if everything comes from her, then where we stand? Either we say we are nothing, or you go and worship. There is no alternative. So this is the pusher, the protector of the living worlds, or the sustaining force of the earth. That is coming from me, in me. The deity who grants affluence, that is me. From me, the affluence comes. So I give everything. I offer merits of all the jagnas to my devotees who prepare the Soma Rasa and please gods through the oblation in the sacrificial fire. Anyone doing any auspicious work, my blessings go for them. So this is a unique understanding of mother worship. Devo bhutva devam jajit, they say you become devata, you become God. And then you can really see, worship the devatas, the gods. But here is one goddess, cosmic identity of the individual Bhagdevi, and she's saying, I am tuned to that. And my order, the sun, moon, stars, all the powerful things in the nature is all coming from me. I am the substance from whom everything has generated, everything has come. I am the Lord of the whole universe. Aham Rastri Shangamani. She is feeling that I, the little woman, daughter of a sage, she is saying, I, Lord over the whole universe. So my ruling is going on everywhere. How it is possible that one simple human personality is saying that I, Lord over, I'm the controller of whole universe, stars, galaxies, to the subatomic level materials, to the cosmic, grand and magnificent stars and galaxies. So there, I am supreme erudition. So where there is manifestation of energy of intellectual level, poetry, art, manifested height, I am that. I am the first venerable deity in all sacrificial rites. They are talking of, we are reading the Rig Veda, so there are always coming sacrificial fire, soma rasa, these are necessary for performing those rituals. And soma rasa is one type of rasa, one is what we call juice, out of the soma tree. I think somewhere in which country there is some soma rasa even available now. Anyhow, Google can help us. And that somaras preparation is a technique. So those who do, he's saying, I am there. Who is doing the performing the worship, I am there. And I offer, because of this performance of the yajnas, sacrificial rites, I offer prosperity. I am present in all beings in various forms. What a beautiful word. That I am there, present in all beings, in various forms. Multitude of multiple appearances are there. But I manifest, it is me. See, these are exactly the same statements what we find in the Vedantic idea that I am everything, from me everything has come out. So it is only the language changes, male, female, these, that, we only make a distinction. In Brahman, where is male, female? But you have to say manifestation and period comes, then he shows he is the mother, he is the father. Father ruled the world long time, but mother also ruled long back. But mother was forgotten. But Indian style, they have remembered mother till now. And it has continued. In other earlier culture, in Christianity and in every religion, towards the beginning, there was mother worship. Of course, still there in some rudimentary form, but that practice is so strongly even continues in the heart of the people as mother worship. Ramakrishna, his first practice was mother, 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 and mother everywhere, no? I am present in all beings in various forms. All gods and devotees venerate me everywhere. Wherever they are appreciating anything, adoring anything, they are appreciating and adoring me and me alone. So these are the few verses read from the Devi Suktam, from the Rig Veda. The being who feeds himself, who sees, who hears, who is told, and who sustains life, only owes it to my grace and my power. One who fails to perceive me as the master and guardian of the sensory organs and life force lives a dissipated life. He does not know it is I am the ruling power in every senses. All the senses are functioning. I am the power behind. I am the power behind. That's why listen to me. I am telling you about the supreme knowledge which can be gained through loving eagerness. Eagerly loving me they can attain this power. And they can, Swami Vivekananda in Vedantic term, he said that each soul is potentially divine, no? And the goal is to manifest this divine within. And the full manifestation is called Brahmajnana, no? So this is the same language, but worshipping Mother has a sweetness in it. And we really are very free with our moms, because always going to father is really difficult, because father will be saying, don't do this and that and that. But mother is kind and permits us whatever the children want. So that's why mother worship has a special advantage. And he said that I have expounded this knowledge, that Bhakdevi saying, of the absolute Brahman, which is venerated both by men and gods. It is I have given the knowledge. I am the revealer of the wisdom. So I am the Shakti. I make him great. I make him great. Whomsoever I desire. It's my whims. That's why Sri Ramakrishna sometimes says in the Gospel. And why this, why that? It is mother's play. If mother wants, it happens. Why mother? It is mother's own fun. You cannot say why. There is no question of why. It is she is the only power behind all activities going on. I make him great, whomsoever I desire. I make him Brahma, or a rishi of transcendental knowledge, or an erudite scholar. So you see, to get that I make him Brahma, the whole world is created by whom? By Brahma. Brahma is the creator. Vishnu is the nourisher. And Shiva destroys to recreate again. But I am the creator of Brahma itself. See, that is Vedantic idea, no? Nirguna Brahma, absolute Satchidananda, with the power we call Maya Shakti, Maya, and then first manifestation called Ishvara, Nirakara, Saguna, Ishvara. And then in that there comes the desire, I will be many, and Prajayeti, and also after creation, as it were, I wish to do this, but I remain always separate. I cannot enter into it. But this Shakti is the power of Brahman. So it comes from Brahman, and creating whatever, it permeates into it. That means there is nothing but Brahman, and Brahman or Shakti and Shakti. That's the Shakti philosophy. They don't make any distinction. Ramakrishna again and again says, Brahman and Shakti are one and the same. That people call him Brahman, Ramakrishna said sometimes, I call that same power as mother. What is called in Brahman, that is the mother. So here we find that I am the maker. I make him Brahma, the creator God. Or I make one, a rishi, a knower of the transcendental knowledge. Or I make one, an erudite scholar. Ahameva sayam vidam vadami justam devevi atra manushevi yam kamayetam tamugram krinomi tam brahmanam tam rishim tam sumedham. It is my will. When I wish, that's why Ramakrishna gave a very beautiful example. As like a mother behaves like a child, no? So you ask for something, he may not give. But someone, she is kind, she gives away. So that's why you have to please her. In spiritual practice, mother worshipper, they want to please her. And that's why Ramakrishna, the life of Ramakrishna depicts what is the Shakti Puja. He did it, and he cried and wept, and all the time asking for grace, vision, kind appearance. Oh mother, I am your child, I do not know anything, I am innocent, I have no learning, I don't want to know, please appear, and this crying and weeping and weeping and weeping, and she felt the presence of mother. No? So This is the idea of, again, expressed after the experience of oneness with the Shakti. I used to provide the bow and string to the Rudra, the god of destruction. I give that weapons to him to slay the demon who defies the Brahmana. I wage a war to protect mankind. I have access both to the mundane world and to the world beyond. See, she controls the mundane world, the world in which we are living, eating, sleeping, breathing, and she is also there in the cosmic level, beyond the level of duality, transcendental level. While creating the whole universe, I blow myself through it like the wind. I have transcended the world and firmament by dint of my powers. And verily, I am the universe. I am, that's a very beautiful word. I am the universe. Because I have, creating the whole universe, I blow myself through it like the wind. What a beautiful example given. Is creating that as if she is entering into it, and entering there, I transcend the world. Not only I am limited in this, in the firmament above, on the transcendental area, by dint of my powers. And verily, I am the universe. You see this universe? It is nothing but me. Say, the Vedanta gives this example of the ocean. That's a very apt example. The ocean comes out of the waters. And it is the manifestation of the water only. But that water is in different forms and waves, good and bad. It may be tsunami, or it may be sweet waves for people to have good surfing. The surfers will be happy to swim and play. It's a mother. It's a mother that way. It's a mother that way. And mother is holding the key. That's why Shankaracharya I refer every time. Shankaracharya is being a non-dualist to his highest extent, expression. He said, "Oh mother, please open thy door, thy door of which blocks me, my vision." No? It is the door to wisdom and liberation. And please open for me. Swami Vivekananda is crying and praying, "Oh mother, open thy door. I am thy tired child. I am tired of seeking, running here and there. Please remove." That's why mother worship has a great impact in the mind of people. And that's why even we find that Kena Upanishad example, we find in the Aranyak, Narayana Upanishad, there it says, "Tam agni varnang tapasa jalanting vairo chaning karma phuleshu justam durgang deving saranam ahang prapadde sutarasi tarase namo namaha." That I worship that agni varnang, the color of fire. Fire removes all the darkness. Tapasa jalanting, it is burning as it were in the power of tapas, austerity. And it gives the karma phala, phalesu justam. I am giving the fruits of their karma. And that giver of karma, this is Durga Deving. That is the Mother Durga we worshipped yesterday. That Durga Ma, the name is mentioned in the Narayana Upanishad. It is Aranyak, Taittiriya Aranyak. There we find Durgang Deving Sharanamahang Prapadde is saying that I take refuge in the Mother Durga, so that we can cross the ocean of this world and worldliness. That means that Agni Varna, that fire color which destroys all the obstacles of life, and by her own power, the tapas, austerity, destroys the enemies. The enemies means our anger, frustration, our other qualities, mean qualities. And she is the giver of all our karma, karma phaladatri, Durga, and I take refuge in her. Taittiriya Aranya, another place it is said, Jaggik Upanishad, Kattayanaya vidmahi kanna kumaring vidmahi tadhimahi tanno durge prachodayat. That type of, you can find that he's saying the Kattayani, Kanna Kumari, Durgi, they're the same different names of the same mother, and I take refuge, I think of this. And we find that mother worship was prevalent in all the religions mostly. In Indian religions, in Buddhism, there is a plethora of worship of mother, Shaktivad. In Jainism, there is a tremendous expression of that mother worship in the 12th century. They used to worship Bharati, Sharada, and other gods and goddesses. Even in Guru Granth Sahib, what you call Sikhism, the 10th Badshah, there is a chapter dedicated from the Chandi. This copy have been taken there. In Mahabharata, of course, there is the mention. In Mahabharata, it is mentioned of the Shakti Upasana. Who did? Sri Krishna asked Arjuna to do the worship of Mother Durga so that he can win in the war. So there is a reference. In Ramayana, we find that there is a mention of this Shakti Upasana. Mention means Rama himself worshipped, no? That's why Durga Puja. Durga Puja started with Rama's worshipping Mother Durga. So, and he did in this season. This is not the season for the gods. Gods and goddesses like us sleep some 6 months and is wake up in other time. But it's an emergency case. So Rama, because Ravana is to be killed, so Rama invoked Mother and said, Ravanasya vinasayo, for the destruction of Ravana, and Ramasya anugrahayo, because of Ram's grace, Ram woke up Mother by worshipping, and that's why he got the power. He is Brahman. He said Avatara is the descent of Brahman. But to get the power to kill Ravana, he had to worship Mother. The Mother Shakti, again coming to the source, the Shakti. I do everything. Brahman does not do anything, cannot do anything. It is all power belongs to her. So, Akale Bodhita Devi, this is not the time. This is the time for the gods to sleep, gods and goddesses. So, this odd time, Rama worshipped and the mother appeared and gave. So these are the different references. We find that this worship is going on for a long time in human history. So what we can learn out of it, that whatever is going on in the universe, as we do worship Shakti, ignorantly, in the material world, whoever has power, whoever has money, whoever has learning, education, who have any evil power also. So if that is so, unconsciously thinking that this guy is doing, or this guy is so great, if we can turn our eyes into spiritualizing our life, that it is the Divine Mother. She is doing everything in every aspect of life, whatever we see as manifested in this universe. That's why it is that attitude if we can bring, then this Shakti can be a subject of our spiritual growth and development. And then we humble down. Our head becomes a little bent in awe and reverence. That tremendous energy, that energy we are calling Mother, is the energy which is behind everything. And by her grace, one can be a sage, saint, and in Chandi we find such expression. No? By her power one can be a king, and can be whatever she gives. The entire Chandi story ends where? The king and the merchant both went being deprived from their kingdom and or their family. And then they were destituted and they are thinking life is meaningless, what to do? And they are roaming here and there, and they entered into the Medhas Muni's ashram. And then all these stories went on. Then they say, do not know by whose power it happens. It happens by the power of mother. And then he started, go and propitiate mother. We cannot think of the cosmic energy. How can we comprehend the infinite energy even from the astronomical side? What about the microscopic power, expression of power? Not microscopic, the power is infinite, but in a subatomic level, the what you call the God particle, no? The Higgs boson particle. There is so much energy. So here to there, how can I worship this unless it is concretized? Therefore, the Medhas Muni advised these two, king and the business person, that you go and propitiate mother with all your austerities. There is a concrete form, and there is a benign form, or it may be benign form also, very fearful form is also there. The same mother in different moods, the same mother in different moods taking different forms. But you go and then worship her and propitiate her. And after getting that, you see, mother appeared and then asked, my child, what do you want? The king said, I want my kingdom back. Huh? And the business person, this businessman, he wanted, mother, I don't want anything. I have seen you. I want to be in your presence, and this vision and experience is enough. I don't want anything mundane. So she is the giver of mukti. Ultimate, in spontaneous split second, she said, okay, it is granted. You are liberated forever. No? But the king wanted, I want to rule like a king, which I lost. I want to go back to that. And mother said, okay, you have it. So that is the power which mother holds. That is a concretized form of the infinite energy. And that Shakti we must have to worship. We do it, as I said, unconsciously. To everywhere, wherever there is something more powerful, more expressive of energy, there we bow down our head. So if we can bow down our head at every point thinking it is mother, it's mother's play, it's mother's good and bad, whatever comes. That's why Swami Vivekananda wrote some beautiful poems about the terrible aspect of mother. But that is also mother. To accept that, that is the sadhana one should have to observe. Therefore, Upanishad also teaches, Kena Upanishad we refer now and then, that is the story of the gods who could not recognize that appearance which is called Jaksha. And that is everyone, the god of fire went and failed to recognize, and the god of wind then went, he could not blow away even a piece of straw. The god of wind, who can destroy everything. But without her power, her supports, her strength, they cannot do anything. And that's why this incident gives two pictures. One, he said, oh my child, when Indra came, the god of gods, and he could meditate, and at that time mother appeared. That's the point, mother appearing, and then the knowledge coming. Mother appeared and said, you don't understand, my child, that was by the power of that Brahman, which you could not recognize. By his power only you have conquered in this war. So here, one sense, mother is saying it is the power of Brahman, in one sense. But in other sense, what is Brahman? Nothing but she who is appearing in the form of Mother Durga, Uma. That's the first name we find, the name of the appearance of the mother's form. That's called Umam Hoimavating. Uma is the name of that. Uma is Mother Durga's another name. So that is the power which the Kena Upanishad starts with this question. What is that? Who sees? Who the eyes see? Who? Prompted by what power? These eyes fall on these objects of the senses. Hear, the ear on the sound. So what is that? And the response was that it is the eye of the eye, it is the ear of the ear. So we don't understand much. That is concretized here. That is the Brahman. With this story, when the mother appeared as Uma and gave the wisdom and knowledge that you conquered these demons not by your power. You are powerless. You are only just robots. It is the power, will of the mother. And she said Brahman, but Brahman and mother are same. Therefore, Shakti Upasana is so important in our life, the two practice. Again and again to the universal mother is the underlying power, love, feeling, and feeling of every animated creation. So it is the root of all. For the good of all, see the mother, universal mother, is playing this role and is holding our hands to the journey of pleasure and pain and takes us to the perfection's goal. That was Swamiji's idea. At the last verse of, last aphorism of Patanjali's Yoga philosophy, Swami Vivekananda said, this is mother. Mother is like Prakriti. They are in the language of Sankho, so Prakriti Purusha. This mother is always playing this role of ceaselessly holding the hand of this child to the dreary road, this dry and rough road of life's journey, to bring back to home with the mother's appearance. When people understand it is mother, then their journey ends and they come back to their home. And Swamiji said that I am tired in this world, and that always in the rise and fall of this life's journey, I am tired of it. Oh mother, please, I am seeking, I am sick of this unending force. This world does not please me anymore. This Shakti plane, the Shakti, I don't see much. So this ever running and never reaching, never even a distant glimpse of the source. So please appear and appear. And then she ends there. That seeing that, you can see mother everywhere. And the beautiful ideas have been in the Sakto poets, Sakto singers like Ram Prasad, Kamalakanto. They have made it much sweeter, the worship of mother, much sweeter. There he said, praying like a child, crying to the mother, oh mother, you are the mother of the universe. I am your unwanted child as it were, no? Am I unwanted? I am also your child. So please help me. Take me away beyond my sufferings and miseries and come and appear before me. Day is ending, it is night, it is drawing close, and I have just started swimming on the ocean of this world. Please, please, my boat is a weak boat, and mother, you are my only helpsman, so please hold me. And it is almost sinking. Take me, with tearful eyes, this type of prayer, that the devotees do that, and then mother cannot keep herself from this call. So this is our mother worship, and consciously we can practice this. That will lead us to our spiritual freedom. Thank you.
smile. Let me know beyond a doubt that I'm your child. I'm your child. There are so many words to use and mouths to speak therefrom. I only want to be myself, to give to thee alone. Please give to me the words to say, and with thy tongue I'll speak. Without thy inspiration, I cannot move my feet. Oh, mother, let me feel your smile. Let me know beyond a doubt that I'm your child. I'm your child. I offer you this day, I offer you tomorrow. I give to you my joy, pray you take my sorrow. I give to you my weakness, I give to you my strength. I give to you the thoughts that I do think. Oh, mother, let me feel your smile. Let me know beyond all doubt that I'm your child. I'm your child. I'm your child. I'm your child.
So appropriate, eh? Very appropriate. So next Sunday, who will be speaking? Swami Sarvadevananda will be speaking, the topic being Samadhi, Conquest of Life and Death. Samadhi, Conquest of Life and Death by Swami Sarvadevananda, next Sunday, 17th. And other classes will be going on. And then 13th in between, there will be Sandhi Puja. Sandhi Puja means as we repeat the mother's name specially, 7:44 p.m. to 8:32 p.m. So I do here or online. So be in your home and you can also use that time and repeat the name Jai Sri Durga. 7:44 p.m. Auspicious time. It is called Sandhi in the conjunction, when the 8th day of the worship is over, 9th day begins, and that is the junction moment when the Asura, the demon, was destroyed. Then he took 48 minutes, 24 on this side, 24 minutes on that side. And that time, symbolically, in the worship in our temple in Belur Math, they symbolically cut that instinctive bad tendencies in a symbolic what? It's called cucumber or banana, symbolically to cut. Before people used to cut the animals, so poor animals, and that our animals should be killed here, but symbolically they used to kill. But this is the better way of just chopping one cucumber or something like that. So as if the thinking that, and is as soon as this is just cut, and the light will come out. There you see the beautiful light decoration comes. Means the ignorance is totally gone and the effulgent light has come out, Mother's grace, light and illumination comes. So that will be the auspicious time. That's why we do special practice there. And anything more? Nothing. So, Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. So we'll have some question answer, of course, if you come back. Otherwise, you are tired. You can, if you want to relax, that's also okay. Jai Ma. It shows so it here. It's so. There is a participant 5. No, no. There is a 5. 5, 5, 5. The participants 5.
5 now, but there were 10, she says.
Anyhow,
So we
10
had
will.
about 45 people.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Whoever comes.
Though.
Jayanti's song was so good. And Jayanti's birds are also very good. Birds flew. The birds are also mother. And standing on the bushes, they sing. That's also mother. Yeah. Huh? Oh, yeah. let the noise be little cool down.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Swamiji, what you said a number of times in the talk today, which we contemplate so much, how mother is everything. And then you were comparing that with the Vedanta idea of I am everything. What I wanted to get very clear, so we came across this when we studied Yoga Vasishta, and that whole understanding of Eka Jiva and cosmic mind, and how Ishwara is Brahman plus Maya. That is what we understand as Ishwara. But that the Eka Jiva, from the highest point of view, is dreaming of the dream of Ishwara. So when you were talking about Lord Rama, saying, well, he's an incarnation of Brahman, and he needs to propitiate Shakti, I always had looked upon the incarnations as incarnations of Shakti.
Himself. Every manifestation, right from incarnation, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, even Rama, Krishna, they are under the power. Otherwise, manifestation in name and form is impossible. Mm-hmm. From that perspective, avatars are the highest manifestation. In that divinity, to the top, high, as much as you can think of. That's why avatar has a special place. We are also many avatars. When I came in this country, so some brahmacharis were then joined that time. Most of them left. Most of them left, all of them. But I was trying to tell that Ramakrishna is an incarnation, Christ is an incarnation. Well, what? I am also an incarnation. I said, yes, we are incarnation, but we are under Maya. See our condition. If anyone says anything little harsh, we get so much offended. It takes 1 month to recover from that. That is our incarnation. And Ramakrishna is beyond all ego, so there is no manifestation of that type of thing. So it is different. But only 3 days I tried to have morning monastic class. 3-4 days I could not convince them that the avatar of Ramakrishna is different than me. Those both are manifestation, true. But this type of purity, this type of intoxication, God intoxication, see, look at that. We are manifestation. We also prayed in the morning. Where were my tears? Where were my emotions? Where were my feeling? Where were my oneness with the divine? Where I got total absorption in him? No, these are all words. And Ramakrishna calling once and going to samadhi, beyond body consciousness. How can you compare that? That's why they are the highest manifestation of that reality, or he himself has come. In devotion we say like that. But you are bringing two philosophies. Ekajivavad, there is no word. There is no word of creation, this, that. Who is putting this question? Irrelevant, because Ekajiva.
So, all right, so that
It
is
is a
what
state.
I want.
I would say Ekajivavad will be considered as a state of experience.
And cosmic mind?
Cosmic mind, if you say that Ekajiva is also Jiva. Why are you Jiva? That you have to have a little trace of something. Otherwise you cannot say eko or du, eko jiva or tu jiva. No question comes. As long as you say eko, one, means you have taken the effect of some maya, or the maya shakti or shakti, that's shakti. So that's the maya or mahamaya. Mahamaya's power makes it two. But it is pure, that eko jivavad is 99% pure sattva quality of maya. Maya has range of that pure state to this, down to the tamasa, more of tamasa, rajasa, to the highest in the sattik, only sattik. As if rajas and tamas are gone, there is no little trace of that. So that is the difference between that. Eko jiva, when you say, yes, it is maya, but that is, you can see it is with no maya, almost no maya. So that purity only those who day and night think of that Eko Jiva is a Bak Devi. What we read today. She is in Eko Jiva state.
That's exactly what I was thinking when you had said that.
Yeah.
And so, and in that cosmic mind state.
Yeah, mindset, cosmic mindset. And in that set, Bak Devi is saying, I am the giver of everything. In me is this all Rudras, Bashus, I give them the power, that's why I am behind everything. I am the supplier of energy, no? So without me nothing will happen. And I am from the gods and goddesses who rule this universe to a person who is just nothing in manifesting their divine power. But my wish, I can make them free. By my wish, I can make someone king. It's my wish.
So from a philosophical point of view, if all phenomena come from the mind,
Of course.
right? And
Mind, or you can say, if you call it Shakti, call it cosmic mind, these are language.
So in that sense, that is where we are seeing.
Yeah, we are seeing this, right.
Thank you.
Okay, so with the avatar, in the Vedantic teachings that the sum total of all minds, of all pragya, of all, it was Hiranyagarbha? Hiranyagarbha? Hiranyagarbha. Would that be the...
Garbha means the womb. Hiranya means the gold. Golden womb. As gold radiates, no? That is the cosmic mind. All is knowledge. Individual mind, we are all ignorant. So that's why it is called Hiranyagarbha.
Okay, would that equate to the manifestation of the personal God? Would that be that Hiranyagarbha
You can
would then
think
take
that.
form, who has all minds, all bodies, actually in the cosmic form?
Yeah,
And that would be the same guy.
right.
Okay.
Yeah. It is just these classifications are to make us understand about the truth. Like a baby is being taught one subject with so many accessories which are not at all important. This individual mind, cosmic mind, we are talking all these things because we are to learn about that. So they are taking some tools of language and words to put it this way so that our brain can stick, oh, it maybe makes sense. Okay, this may be that. But this actually in reality, it is all manifesting in different levels. There is only one truth. When you are sleeping, that was there in another form, not knowing form. When you dream, it's in another form, you see another world altogether. And now you see another world. But this, what you are seeing, these are seemingly changing. But what is this, what we are seeing? We are seeing only the divine. We are seeing only that Shakti. See, just think that ocean is calm, that is Brahman. There is no ripple, no wave, nothing. Now, wave comes when? Shakti. Unless there is a wind blows or something to make the ripple. But that comes, here is a different item, it's called water, another is air, another is fire, another is sun, like that in our duality. But don't think this way now. The infinite ocean itself wants to be manifesting in ripples and forms. That energy is within Brahman, within the ocean itself. Here, ocean example, whenever I give here, you will have to think there is water, one element, 5 elements. Water is only one element. And wind is there another element. Another element's help flow over the ocean surface, and that makes the small ripple, big ripple, and whirlpool, whatever. No? But now think, this water is also the Shakti. The ocean is also the Shakti. The wind is also the Shakti. There is one Shakti that is hidden in Brahman, and it manifests. So it is only, whatever language we are, ultimately come back to one. For our Vedanta study, and nowadays what has happened, whatever I think, why am I talking so many things? Is only that is the reality only. Talking so many things, creating confusion. There is no. But we have to. But we live in the duality. We see, we eat, we smile, we enjoy. So that is the reason that we should be very analyzing in this talk. You said Hiranyagarbha, Ishvara, Jiva. All this language to understand certain level to satisfy our intellect, to understand the root is the only same. You go in the ladder up, and so go to the Ishvara, and go beyond that. What is Ishvara? Ishvara has no existence if there is no Brahman. If there is no Brahman, there is no Shakti. There is no Shakti, there is no Brahman. So it is why to say so many things. It is all one. Only manifesting in different levels and different tiers. That's why yeah.
Just to take it to just a different level down here with humanity. So when I think of it, I lived in Hawaii. We call it mana, which would be like, it's the same thing. Or in Islam, you might call it baraka, which is very same thing that we all talk about it. We all know that it exists. So even on a group level, when you have people come together for group healings or a group dance, would that be like an accumulation, trying to accumulate, or it must have a relationship with Shakti that I think.
Now suppose in Sufi dance, when they are dancing, what they generate?
Say what?
Sufism in Islam,
Yeah.
when they sing together
Yeah.
and get absorbed, where they go? They create an atmosphere of
Zikr. It's called zikr.
Zikr. So when that starts, there is a special energy. That Shakti is there, but a Shakti special energy is created. Group singing, we do that. Group prayer, we do that. There the Shakti is there, it becomes little palpably experienceable. So that's the purpose of our group singing, group chanting, at a time to meditate together, that type of thing. But it is only to awaken the consciousness about the Shakti, same. Language, in every religion, truth is only same. No? That's the Ramakrishna's experience. Whatever we say, they have practiced in one fashion, depending on the climate, all the context, and the people's normal lifestyle. They adapted from that some spiritual means to awaken that inner consciousness.
Swamiji, for a devotee, what is the best practice or a very good practice when falling asleep?
I would suggest that because everyone is different, everyone will have to select what suits him or her most. But at the same time, we have to think this way, that better to take all the yogas. Sometimes Ma, okay, knowing Ma is Baba, Ma is father, mother is father, if you know. Then you say sometimes Ma, I would like to call her, call the truth as Ma. Yes, say. Sometimes take the position, Eko Jiva Bhat. There is only nothing but only one. I am that, and I have multiplied myself this way. If you can stand there few minutes, stand in another way. Thinking of God is the question, in whichever way suits our mind at a particular time. Then we can take advantage of our time. Otherwise, if that particular mood, only one mood of practice we try, then may be my major focus. Some may be in little analytical minded, that they will actually always be analytical, okay. But should not be such that a mood comes to think of something of the other aspect of devotion or meditation or something. Take advantage of that. It is the same sugar candy. How to taste it? So taste it in different manner.
Swamiji, but what I asked was, when we're going to sleep at night, what is the best practice for going to sleep?
Oh. So that also, you can think of the infinite ocean of consciousness, you are just slipping into that consciousness. Or you can think as a mother, okay mother, I am putting my head at your lap, okay, at your feet. Just sleep there. So like that, whatever the spirit, whatever your predominant thought, thinking that I am surrendering and I am just getting one with her. With her. Meditation is that's a good practice. That's why many people do practice every day. The song, the mystic song Ram Prasad sang, Ahar karo, mone karo, ahuti dei shama mare, manaboli bhajo kali, shayone. When you are sayan means you are lying down, going to sleep. Pranam again. You think you are prostrating before the mother, lying down. Sayone, pranam again, nidra, and you are going to sleep. Nidra karo ma ke dhyan. You are saluting first, going to bed. I am saluting mother. And nidra, you are going to sleep. Feel her presence, her face. Nidra karo ma ke dhyan. Ahar karo mone karo. You are eating something. Think that ahuti dei shama mare. Mother is inside me. I am offering oblation to mother. So make the life rotate around mother. That's the Ram Prasad. We used to practice that. And he's singing this. It's a great inspiration. We go around this city for our job, for our shopping, no? He's saying, Nagar phero, mone karo, Nagar phero, mone karo, pradakshino shama mare. Nagar phero, you are going into the city for some chore works, purchasing this. You think the Lord's temple is a big temple, and you have just circumambulating. In Hindu culture, it is said that when you go to a temple, you circumambulate the temple. In Buddhism is there, any temple you go circumambulation. That means, idea is that you are circumambulating this temple means you are circumambulating all the worldly experiences. Gone. Baba, no more to experience anymore. So the thing that you are, connect everything with mother, connect everything with your own ideas.
This is more for when we wake up, but every morning we do chant the name of the
Is it
Lord.
not working?
Is it working? Yeah,
now working.
sorry. Every morning we do chant the name of the Lord, and there's a line in there that says, in each and every name thy power resides. So I was thinking this morning, that too is the mother, yes?
Of course. In each and every name. See, our mother's name are how many names? Hundreds of names are there. Vishnu's name, Lord Vishnu's name. Vishnu Sahasranama. There are 1,000 names of Lord Vishnu. So Ramakrishna's name, they have already some sadhu wrote about 108 names, and I do not know, by this time maybe someone has written 1,000 names also. So every name is God's name. O, A, E, E, alphabet, all the alphabet. Kali Panchashat Varno Moi. Mother Kali is actually the 51 letters. In Sanskrit, 51 is there. Mother Kali resides in each letter. Kali Panchasad Varnomai Varne Varne Rupodhare. In each form, she takes a divine form. So each letter gives the idea of. So permutation and combination is the whole world. All the word and vocabulary is a permutation of the alphabets, is it not? You take it English, you take it French, you take it any language, Bengali, or any language, Sanskrit, it will be some may be 51, some may be 50, some may be little less and more. But these letters, they are only, it is mother. And because of that permutation and combination, you see the word, you say tree. Tree is a word, you can, from the alphabet, so tree is an object, its subtle object is the word, T-R-E-E. So similarly, the alphabet is mother. So try to see that each alphabet is mother only. So when we are thinking, that brings the oneness. That Hinduism is actually has given, that's why Hindus don't go to fight with anyone, to kill anyone, to proselytize anyone. That because the fundamental idea is being given in such a depth that if Kali, your mother Kali, is taking all the forms, so what to whom to fight? You are putting this dress, you are putting a sari dress, if you are putting a salwar kameez dress, you are putting a Punjabi dress, you are putting a northern Indian dress, in some western dress, you will look different. But the dress is that attracts us. We rarely see who is dressed. You see, it is God is only dressed in so many ways. We don't see God, we only see the dress. And there is this unity in every aspect of spiritual tradition, no? Particularly Hinduism. So there is very to be fanatic, being a really Hindu is very difficult, to be at the same time fanatic. Bah, so good. Then we are done. Huh? Oh. Yeah, that is if 51 such flowers you can take. Sometimes they do the bell leaf. They string the bell leaves and make a garland. And there you can write all the alphabets. Meaning, the mother is holding that all the different forms, because all the alphabets express themselves as combination of the permutation of the words, letters, is the whole world. There is nothing as word without the letters. Letters are the subtle form of the object. If I say John, John is a personality somewhere, but to me, John, J-O-H-N, as we say, John's characteristics, John's personality comes. So it is the subtle form. Is Brahman. Because sound is the root from which the expression has come. So it's Brahman. John, these letters.
Is Shabda Brahman the same as Nada Brahman?
Nada.
Same. In Tibetan Buddhism, I was surprised to find in the worship of White Tara, they have also, has all the Sanskrit seed, and they are connected, they say, by interdependent origination. So they showed that the same idea. Yeah, so it's also there.
Yeah. Okay. So I think now we can meditate a little bit. Here is Okay, so we end here today and see you sometime next when I come. Okay, Jai Ma.